This is Free Britney.
You're Free Britney.
Yeah, so Free Britney, basically she was under a conservatorship, which is placed on by her father, which is generally imposed on people if they have like quite severe like mental health issues, or they're towards the end of their life and they have like dementia and they've gone senile. So it's like basically you can't be held responsible for your like finances in life because you'll destroy them, or there's a worry that you'll do something erratic and insane because you're not within stable mind, right? So they placed this conservatorship over her, and one of the things that has come out as a part of the conservatorship is that they forced her to stay on contraception even though she wanted another child, and her dad was like nope, and as a part of it she had to stay on the contraception, amongst the loads of other stuff like not being allowed finances, being told when she has to work and when she can't work, etc. But it sounds like it's pretty hectic, almost like
13 years. It's been going on since 2008.
Yeah. And I think there was a period, I know she lost custody of her children in 2000 and K-Fed got them, which, you know, sort of, I don't know, that's pretty mad.
Like, that's a big deal though, isn't it? I mean, like, sort of for a mum to lose their custody of their kids, and for it to go to fucking Kevin Federline.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's kind of like maybe
Rasputin would do a better job.
Yeah, K-Fed.
It sort of leads you to believe, okay, maybe she was.
No, I think there was a period in her time where I definitely think substance was involved, and you know she probably was a bit, and mental health pressures and all the shit she was dealing with. She went through so much, the poor girl, and you know there was a reason that she probably did lose custody of her children at that period of time. But it does seem like right now that she is completely fine and would be absolutely A-okay to look after her children and to look after her finances. You know, obviously there would be like managers and stuff helping her out, but I think, you know, it sounds like this insane controlling thing that her dad has placed on her so he can get money. That's what it sounds like. I mean, I don't 100% know, but that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I've got to say, and a lot of people will be surprised at this, but I don't know loads about Britney Spears.
That does shock me.
Yeah. But from my
yeah.
I mean, I can sing along to some fucking tunes. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
So good.
I could probably do the breakdown of before she comes back in with "Oops, I Did It Again."
Yeah.
Where they go, but I thought the old lady dropped it in the ocean. Oh, baby, I went in and got it for you. Oh, you shouldn't have.
Have you?
Oops, I did it again to your heart. Oh, it's just...
If you ever want a quality bit of Naughty's TV, watch Jedward doing that breakdown halfway through their performance.
Really?
It is fan-fucking-tastic. It is. They literally stop halfway through the performance, both wearing the red Britney jumpsuits, and look at each other and go, John, what happened to it? I don't know, Edward. Oh,
yeah, okay. That's something to look up for you at home.
Yeah.
And I will say, though, I did watch the Amy Winehouse documentary, Amy, which I would be...
Oh, God. What year is this? 2012? Come on.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah. It was after Senna, which was 2009, so I think same company, so yeah. But the dad in that similarly comes across as really horrible, and just using their daughter to get a richer, more famous life.
It reminds me of that episode of Atlanta, you know, where he goes... Teddy Perkins, and he makes a museum of bad dads, and he goes in there, it's like Marvin Gaye's dad and Michael Jackson's dad, and just like it's just so true. Like Britney's dad could have definitely been in it, and Amy Winehouse's dad. It's just like when someone gets super famous and super rich, family in particular, they'll be the person that you turn to and seek solace in when everyone else is going crazy around you and you think has your best interest in heart. And sometimes, a lot of the time they do, but sometimes they do not.
But yeah, no, I'm all for Free Britney then.
Yeah, I think Free Britney.
I'd like to see Britney do a version of Strong Britain, Great Nation.
Strong Britney, Great Nation.
Strong Britney.
Oh, wow.
Strong Britney. Shit, father.
Yeah, for the conservatory.
You're not free.
Yeah. The conservatorship party.
Yeah.
But well, yeah, I mean, it sounds like fucking torture. I saw someone on I've got a very liberal feed because I'm just a good bloke, but I saw everyone coming out in support on my Twitter feed, and they were saying what the worst thing was in those trials and those assessments and stuff, she had to play down how upset she was at what was being decided, because obviously if she was like, you can't do this, like, and they'd be like, yeah, she's clearly crazy.
Yeah.
It's like that scary thing of like trying to prove to someone that you're not crazy. How do you do that?
It's tough.
It ain't by doing a podcast for 3 years.
It's not helped. Her social media can be quite erratic if you do look at it now.
Whose isn't?
But in particular, hers
mine's all over the shop.
Is pretty intense at points. But that doesn't mean, just because her social media is not the norm, doesn't mean that she's not of sane mind. And I think this conservatorship needs to be lifted. And that is my final take on that.
That's the final take.
So the verdict here is we are free Britney.
Free Britney.